Well, I think we're live here on LinkedIn and Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning, or good afternoon or good evening, depending upon where you're at. Today is Monday, and my name is Crystal Barrow. I'm bringing the Monday morning pep talk live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time each and every Monday. And I'm just going to ask flat out, how are you waking up today? How are you waking up on this Monday? What are you thinking about today? What are you thinking about for the rest of this week? How are you thinking about the things you got to tackle? Are you expecting blessings this week? Are you anticipating lots of negative things happening this week? I want to know where your head is at each and every Monday morning, because this is why I'm doing the Monday morning pep talks. No one should be waking up dreading Mondays. No one should be waking up not liking the work that they do, the people that they are going to be talking to, the people that you're surrounding yourself with. We don't have time for that. And so if you are showing up to today's Monday morning pep talk live, please say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you are catching the replay, definitely put in the comments replay and say hello so I can come back and say hello to you. And thank you for tuning in. And so, these Monday morning pep talks, it's really about the P.E.P. It really stands for perception, exploration, and planning. And I'm a career coach. I'm helping prominent professional women navigate their next career move. So that could be an internal move, moving up the ladder. It could be an external move, but I'm holding your hand and taking you through the process, giving you the support that you need in order to move the needle in the direction that you want to go, so you can reclaim your power, you can find your voice, and you can live the life that you want. Look forward to Mondays, right? Let me check the comments and see who's joining me. Hi, Dwayne. Oh my gosh, good morning. Or maybe it's good evening over there in the UK. What's going on? We have to chat and catch up. And Dina, good morning. Good morning from sunny San Diego. I love it. Let me take a look. Oh, here in New York, I've got a little bit of sun peeking in, but it's probably like 30 degrees out. So I'm very jealous. Looking forward to a trip to San Diego one of these days for sure. Hi, Lucy. Hello. Please let me know. Put in the comments if I'm pronouncing your name correct. I really want to have that correct. Good morning, up bright and early. Yes. Missing you for a few weeks, but I'm back. Yes, from Antigua in the Caribbean. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if I got away, San Diego, the Caribbean, the way I'm feeling these days, I'm probably heading to the Caribbean. But why not make multiple stops, right? All right. So thank you for tuning in, guys. This is today. I'm very excited because I want to know who's taking themselves out of the game. And this can apply to a job seeker, a career changer. It could apply to across the board, really, with whatever it is that you're doing in your career and your professional life and your personal life. But there was something specific that I saw this week that I wanted to talk about today. And a former colleague of mine shared a post, and it was about something that was in a job description. And you can find that post. I shared it in my feed. But don't leave me yet to go look at that. Check that out later. All right. So in the post, it was basically a job description, and the employer or the hiring manager had included a paragraph in the job description that talked about how historically women and underrepresented groups are not applying for positions because they feel that they are not 100% match for the requirements laid out in that job description, that there are statistics on that. And the employer put this paragraph in there to say, hey, this is what we're seeing in the statistics. If you are a match for the majority of the requirements in the job description, apply. That is amazing. And talk about not taking yourself out of the game. There's an employer who's including that in their job description, and kudos to this person or company, wherever they are, because that is one of the biggest things that I see as a career coach when I'm talking, particularly to women and some men, but particularly to women, it'll come up casually. It'll kind of sneak in there where we're talking about what types of jobs you're looking at or want to apply for. Maybe you found a couple of job descriptions, but you don't apply. And what you're doing is, with that mindset, is you're checking off all the boxes in which you're not a match for that role, and you're thereby limiting your potential. You are limiting your opportunities and the very next career move by taking yourself out of the game. All right, let me check these comments. Hi, Santiago. Good morning. Greetings, Kurtz. Love it. Thank you for joining. Lucy, is that correct? Well, I might have to reach out to you offline just to make sure I get it right. We'll do a Zoom call, yes, because it's very important that you get people's names correct. I'm all about the respect. So that is where, when we're talking about taking yourself out of the game, let the employer let some communication come that says you're not a match for that role. Let some networking conversation or networking meeting tell you, let a person or communication tell you that, thank you, you're not a fit for this role, but please keep us in mind, or we'll keep you in mind for something better. But to go into, right, the perception, go into job descriptions and your job seeking opportunities, thinking already about how you're not a fit, is holding you back and is taking you out of the game. Okay, when this is very much a game you want to be in, whether you want to have a raise, get that promotion, ask for a raise, want more responsibilities, effective communication, anything that you're trying to accomplish internally or externally, have a new career, dictate your transferable skills, you are limiting yourself and taking yourself out of the game if you do not start with and change your perception of how you're going into Monday morning and the rest of the week when it comes to what those tasks that you're doing in your search or your transition. Let me know if that makes sense. Yes. Oh, good. I got it. Thank you so much. All right. So let me know if this makes sense to you, or if you have questions or an experience around taking yourself out of the game, because a lot of times it's also a lesson that's learned the hard way, where you can see sometimes looking around that people are progressing in their job search, people are getting promoted, people are in positions, and you're like, hey, they don't even have experience for that? Well, they took a chance on themselves, right? So now it becomes, what are the ways in which you can take a chance on yourself? Apply for the job that is a stretch if you are a match for a majority of the requirements. The other thing is, when I'm talking to women and clients about whether or not, kind of this perception and the way they're showing up for their search or their career transition, is I believe that a lot of times I heard something this morning where there's 80%, 60 to 80% of the thoughts that we think during the day come in as negative at first. And the onus is on us to shift that thinking. Okay. Otherwise, we'll spiral down and go slippery slope into all sorts of the rabbit hole of negative thoughts, right? We're going to go into crazy town thinking we don't have experience, we don't have confidence, we don't have options, we don't have choices, I'm confused. And so the onus is on us to shift that around. And when someone is telling me that they don't have enough experience, or they are speaking negatively about themselves, and I can quickly pick up on their mindset, one of the questions that I ask is, well, what is the evidence that you have for that belief? Right? So if you're looking at a job and you want to apply, and you've already gone in your head and checked off all the ways in which you're not a fit, you think you're not a fit for the role, I will ask that person, well, where did that come from? What's your evidence for believing that you can't apply for this role, when it's clear to me that you're a match for a majority of the requirements in this job description? And most times it knocks people's socks off, because they're unable to come up with the evidence for the limiting belief, for the negative thinking. And think about it, right? Let me know in the comments if this resonates. So what you're actually doing is you're taking a belief and letting it dictate your action or lack of action, and limit your potential on something that you have no evidence of. Oh my gosh. I don't have my emoji stick, do I? No, I'm going to bring it out next time. That's mind blowing to me. Your thinking, your perception, right? This is why we have the pep talk: perception, exploration, and planning. Your thinking and your perception of yourself when you are when engaged in wanting to make a next move, wanting to do something for yourself, is critical, because it starts here. This leads to action or lack of action. And so when someone tells me I don't see jobs to apply to, or I'm not getting any traction, that's why I take you through a series of steps and questions to find out what's really going on. All right, let me check the comments. Good morning, Kelly. Hi, thank you. Have a blessed week as well. Kurt says, not so much taking oneself out of the game. It's more like a pit stop to re-access. Yes. And so sometimes if you can recover, right, Kurt, if you can recover that from that way of thinking, then perfect. Sometimes people have a difficult time recovering. And so what happens is a month could go by and you were casually searching for, let's say, searching for your next job. 30 days goes by, 60 days goes by, 6 months go by, and people are in the same position because they haven't made it a pit stop. They haven't stopped to just reassess, reevaluate, and reinvigorate their search, because they're holding themselves back by not taking the chance. Let me know, Kurtz, how you feel. Let me know. Thank you so much for your participation. Kelly says, I used to talk myself out of applying for positions and telling myself I'm not at that level to apply. Someone helped me see that, yes, stretch yourself and you're more qualified than you give yourself credit for. Now I encourage others not to sell themselves short. Worst thing they can say is no, and don't be your own no. Oh my gosh, I love that. Don't be your own no. That's like hashtag don't be your own no. Thank you, Kelly, for that. And so absolutely. And if those thoughts come in, because we're all human, when those thoughts come in, it is important to stop and reassess, reevaluate, reinvigorate, and turn it around. The onus is on us to shift those thoughts. The employer, the hiring manager, the supervisor, the manager, the colleague is not coming to the rescue. No one's coming to your rescue. You've got to be your own rescue, right? Okay, be your own rescue. So we talked about the P in PEP being the perception, how you're showing up for your search, how you're showing up for yourself, how you're showing up today for Monday. Are you already thinking about Friday? And now we're going to talk about the E in PEP, which is exploration. So when we talk about exploration, what are the approaches, right? We want to explore different approaches. That's where that reassessment comes in, right, Kurtz? That's where your reinvigoration can come in. What's a different approach that you can take to get the traction that you want, to move the needle in the direction that you want? It's very difficult to go from here to here overnight. So what's going to move the needle so that you are taking steps, gaining momentum, increasing your confidence to get there? Okay. And then the last P in PEP is for planning. Just pick one thing, pick one action step that you can start to take, whether it's today, tomorrow, Wednesday, but certainly this week, right? That's why we do these pep talks on Mondays. What can you do right away that's going to shift and change the results that you're getting? That's going to shift your mindset so that it can shift your actions so that you can get a different result if you're not getting the result that you want. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to check the comments once again. I don't want to keep everyone too long on these pep talks. I'm trying to be mindful of that more going forward. But thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to drop your comments in the comments, and I will be back to address any questions, say hello, and thank you for tuning in. Also, if you need help with getting clarity and focus around your next career move, internally, externally, so that you can get the traction, get the momentum that you want, or you just need that help changing and how to shift that mindset so you can take better action and show up better for your life and career, I'm going to drop the link to my career reboot call in the comments right after this video. So be sure to book your session with me, 30 minutes. What's going to happen during that call? You're going to learn how to not take yourself out of the game. You're going to learn how to stay in the game. You're going to learn how to be the game. That's what I'm talking about this Monday morning. All right. Okay. Thank you. Wonderful, Kurtz. Wonderful. I'm glad. Okay. So have a great day. Be sure to join me next week, each and every Monday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a question for me or topic you want me to address, drop it in the comments or DM it to me so that I can talk about something that's going to, make sure that it's valuable and beneficial to you for your week. Take care, everyone.